welcome back. It's what are we on now? Episode 4 of the Bearded Beard Pod with me, G, and it's August 2023 this month. The nights are fair drawn in, Anyway, so I hope you've had a lovely month. It's been a bit of a pish time for the weather, I think, is the proper term for it. But, you know, I always... I sleep better at night knowing that I'll never ever have to do the Edinburgh tattoo ever again, because that was a ball ache start to finish. 7 shows a week, 2 on a Saturday, and if you were lucky you got the Sunday off. You were getting home at Christ, I don't know, back at 12 on a weeknight and like 1, 2 in the morning on a Sunday morning. But anyway, life has moved on for this old tin soldier, and I just drink pishy beer now, don't I? Aye, grand. So, thanks again for the feedback on July's episode. I'm glad to hear that a lot of people are getting a lot of joy out of it, and that's the main thing for me, I think, just that I'm making you laugh as much as I'm making myself laugh. And I've got a bit of beardy stuff for you again this month. I treated myself to some beard oil from the Highland Soap Company. Ooh. Now, to be honest, I bought it for the name, and I wasn't really thinking it'd be up to much, because it's a bit of a Ponzi company with the looks of it. It's whiskey and honey beard oil, but by Christ, it smells good. In fact, I'd go as far as to say it was fucking delicious. You can really, really smell the honey in it, not so much the whiskey, and it's quite a sort of thicker oil, so you don't really need quite so much of it. But you know, I rub it in my beard in the morning after my shower. Maybe if I'm going out at night time. It keeps your beard nice and nourished, which is an important thing to do when you've got face fungus like myself. Hopefully you enjoyed the Overtone special that I did middle of the month in August there. I've got a few more planned, so hopefully you did like them, because you're fucking getting them anyway. I've done, what have I done? I've done some Pomona Island for you. There's some Neon Raptor and a couple others there that are in the works. Obviously I'll be updating them as I go, because they're not recorded yet, and I want to make sure I've got a decent amount of beers in there. Obviously I covered over 50 in the Overtone episodes, which was quite a lot over the last 3 years if you think about it. So I kind of want to have that length and quality, that's what she said, in those podcasts for you. But that's for the future. If you have any suggestions for brews you'd like me to cover, or if you want me to try a new brand or whatever, give us a shout. You know where to find me. Absolutely kicking August straight in the plums. If you follow the blog, which I hope you do. How did you find this if you don't follow the blog? You fucking idiot. Anyway, if you follow the blog, you will know that I have been lucky enough to pay off my mortgage the whole 8 years early, which is pretty damn good. We smashed loads of money into it, which is great. We had an offset mortgage, so it was like savings and interest, and I don't know, my wife dealt with all that stuff, and I just went out and worked my fingers to the bone. Anyway, we went out for dinner with the family to celebrate, and my first beer of the month was 0 alcohol. But I was driving. Yeah, it was Days Lager Brewing. It was alright. It was alright with a meal. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to drink it anyway. But, you know, I gave it top marks. Now, why is Mr. I Hate Lager giving it top marks? Well, and this is where I lose all my followers yet again. Yeah, fickle bunch of pricks. I gave it top marks because they gave a percentage of each sale. It was donated to men's mental health charities. So, good on Days Brewing for making alright lager that's got no alcohol in it, basically, but also giving money to proper good charities. And I gave that a solid 5 out of 5 on Untapped. Crikey. Christ. The chicken's tits. Oh, God. You know, they're not tricks, they're illusions from Sure Shot. It was That's just simply amazing. New England IPA, strong and robust. Looked like an untreated bladder infection. Also like that it says perform huge mistakes on the can. As judging by my follower exodus every time I mention mental health, yeah, it's just like me. If you don't like swears and memes and me talking about real stuff, fuck off. 4.75 on Untapped. Jolly good score. A nice pale ale coming up next. So it's named after a shite line in a shite film, basically. The action is the juice. It's a pale ale. It's from Heat. Apparently, this the name of this beer. I think I watched Heat once when I was in my early 20s. I bought it on video for some reason. Somebody stole it, and I didn't complain too loudly. Anyway, the action is just from Pomone Island. Plain enough to matter. It's got a nice wee lemony aftertaste to it. It's a cracking beer. I didn't score too highly on this one, which is unusual for Pomone Island because obviously I really like them. But that was a 3.75 on Untapped. Right, imagine the scene. I'm in the kitchen. I'm pouring this double IPA. Then I start singing a song to my cat about how handsome he is. And I am stopped in my tracks. Hello, Future G here. Some of you may be asking what the song might have sounded like. It kind of went something along the lines of, oh Merlin, you're so handsome with your little murder mittens. You're so handsome with your little murder mittens. Anyway, back to the podcast. It's the superbicity. I can't even say it. I wrote it down, but I can't say it. Superbicity. That'll do. Of Pipeline Brewing goes Nectaron Star. Fucking delicious. That is all you need to know about this. It's fucking delicious. Get some down your fucking grid right this minute. That was a solid 5. It was just so good. So good. Loved it. Every drop of it was well and truly appreciated. Just eat the food, Tina. You fat idiot. As Napoleon Dynamite never actually says in Napoleon Dynamite. But this pale ale from Sure Shot is almost as good as that film. Flipping on from Heat. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite's still a favourite of mine. Really good film. Almost as good as that film. It's lighter and fluffier than Kip's Moustache and twice as sassy as La Fonda. That means it's another winner from the Sure Shot lads. You fat lard. And that was a 4. I was taking one for the team next with this Arbor and Team Love collaboration. It's a session IPA. Not their best effort, but again, 50 pence from each can goes to the Team Love promotion to help fund their initiatives. Get behind people that need help. So it's got a high score regardless. For such a dark beer, it was a bit bland on the old taste buds, and a bit like sort of negative earwax, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I gave that a 4 on Untapped. Like I said, it wasn't the best from Arbor, but you know the fact that these guys are going out their way to actually help people that need it goes along with me. Make beer, you filthy bastards. Where on earth have you been? So I've started off this review of Celestial Months with space jizz. It's a spacesuit wet dream of a double IPA. I reckon if I was a spaceman I drank this, I'd explosively decompress out my fly because I get my little telepacker out for a space wank. It is that good. What did I give that? That was a 4.75 on Untapped. I'm sure I gave it more. Nah, never mind. I'll have to get another one to try, won't I? Gutted. It's that time of the month where I go and get my beard done over at the Old Town Barber Club in Dunfermline. And usually next door to see my pal Colin. I got the train this time, as it's become my want, and ended up having a snifter or two in the on-sales area. And the first one up on this Saturday afternoon was Overtone's Equinox Symmetry. on tap, no less. A cheeky wee New England IPA. A bit of a bitter aftertaste. It reminds me of something really quite rude, but I'm actually too shy to see what it might be. Yeah. Anyway, that was a 4.25 on Untapped. We've got another Pomona Island brew here. Right in the feels, guys. Right in the feels. Oh, bringing back memories of that time my Doug got punted off a bridge. Glass Case of Emotion. Really is a nice IPA. Wore my cockles lovely that afternoon. And by cockles, I meant my bollocks. And I gave that 4.5. Again, surprised. I thought I gave it a higher score than that. I was getting a bit pish by this time. I've only had 2 beers. Anyway, Neon Raptor. Yeah, maddies. Why does Creature from the Neon Lagoon taste like a kebab? It was fucking amazing. Loved it. What a double IPA. I think this has to be beer of the month.
No, it wasn't.
And if I don't say it now, then I probably won't record this. But once I've finished all my beers for the month, and say that Creature from the Neon Lagoon is the beer of the month, because it's the beer of the month.
No, it wasn't.
Well done, Neon Raptor. Loved it. It's total solid 5 for that bugger. And it was a special request review for this next beer from, who was that from? It was from Wylam. I forgot to tag Wylam in my post, so I'm really sorry, fellas, but I went back and did it when I was sober. Yeah, so it's a special request from Colin at Caledonian Craft Beer Merchant. He said, I'm really looking forward to hearing what you say about Revenge of the Green Butt Skunk. So naturally, I reviewed it. Well, what else could you do? It's a double IPA with a hedonistic ration of Galaxy, Nelson Sauvin and Citra via a heady double dose of dry hop. Quaggy and pulpous on the palate with fresh tropical reverberations to boot. Nah, I fucking stole that off Untapped. Tasted like damp towels. It was fucking lovely. I bet you're all going for a minute there. It was a solid 5 all day long. In fact, you know what? I think Revenge of the Green Butt Skunk and Creature from the Neon Lagoon should have a wee bit of a fight. See who comes off the best. Tell you what, if somebody wants to buy a can of them each, I'll do a rematch just for you guys. That's how much I love you. So I got home after my 4 beers. I was feeling a wee bit sleepy. I had some beans on toast and I was picking the beans out my beard because I was a wee bit sleepy, as I say. And I thought that these things from Track was going to be my last beer of the night. I had a tummy full of pumps and nobody would leave me alone to fart. Oh, I hate that. You just want to sneak into a corner and do a wee trump and nobody will leave you alone. Anyway, double IPA from Track Brewing. These things, it's a skanky dry slut of a beer. I liked it very much. It was a 4.75 on Untapped. Right, and we all know that I'm full of shite. So my actual last beer of the night was the sort of collab between Overtone and Polly's called Splur. It's a double dry hopped IPA, and I kind of thought there was something missing out in the middle of this. Might have been the clash of the styles of Overtone and Polly's, and it wasn't. How did I put it? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing. It was just in the middle. Like I said, there was something missing from it. I don't know what it was. Tastes dead good because you can't go wrong with an Overtone, but it just kind of needs something, you know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that one. And that was a 4.5 on Untapped. Well, bugger me backwards with a fish fork. I do believe that Hedron Export is the smoothest New England IPA I've tasted in a long while. I think each sip brings out more flavours. It's kind of like getting your nose close to a stripper's love cave with each passing gyration. My first Three Hills Brewing beer, and I'll be definitely keeping an eye out for more of their wares. And that was a solid 4.5 on Untapped. Sounding more like a euphemism for a danger wank than a pale ale, Combat Juggling from Asvex Brewing. Kind of tangy and full, but I kind of felt like it should have been a bit thicker. You know, like my splooge, but with less blood. And that was 4 bang in the nose on the old Untapped. So, Helix double IPA from Bang the Elephant. We've all been there, fellas, eh? This is just claimed beer of the month from that Neon Raptor that I had last weekend.
Aye, it did.
Fuck me. It's like getting fingered by a mammoth looking over your shoulder and pouting.
Aye,
That was a solid 5 out of 5 on Untapped. And yeah, Bang the Elephant. Get one. Get them all. This double IPA was absolutely hoofing. Loved it. If I can get my hands on more, then I will be buying it. A 10% triple IPA.
You sure about that?
This hefty chonker from Gamma Brewing doesn't really taste like it's a strong beer, which is always dangerous, but it's bloody killer. And it might, if I had any more of them, it might actually kill me. Death by brew. Yeah, Gamma. And also we nod to one of my favourite programmes on Netflix at the moment. I think you should leave. So, get that watched if you've got Netflix. Stay good. What did I give that? 4.75 on Untapped. Lovely. Whale oil beef hooked. Say that fast. Whale Sharks from Verdant. Absolute beast of a double IPA. It was just a thing for my wee broken heart. 3 Days of Legends passing away at the tail end of August there. If you follow the blog, you know, I'll talk about it at the end, the wee outro. But yeah, 4.75 for this one on Untapped. Grabbing hands from Overtone. Very like Bray Wyatt. Take a sip. It's all fun and games. But take a gulp in this 10% double dry hop triple IPA. Well, it takes revenge for all the wrongdoings that others inflicted on it. I like it, but it was really down. And I do believe I said on Instagram, send Bob's and Vagine. And nobody did. Fuck's sake, guys. 4.75 on Untapped for that, Barry. Nice. So a new brewery to brighten up the wasted day I had on the last Saturday of the month. Tried to go in to Edinburgh on the Saturday to see a comedian by the name of Billy Kirkwood. Very lovely man. I'm still a wee bit tipsy for last night, if I'm honest, when I'm recording this. And the what day is it today? 28th of August. So you should have this for the end of the week. I tried to go into Edinburgh to see Billy Kirkwood at the Beehive in the Grassmarket in Edinburgh. Trains were all fucked. ScotRail are twats. We'll leave it there. Didn't make it, so I had this new brewery to try and brighten up my wasted day. Gravity Well Brewing delivered an absolutely out-of-the-world experience with their macroscopic material interface themed New England IPA, the Casimir Effect V2. Full enough flavour to let you know that you're drinking it, but the second quantized quantum electromagnetic field in the presence of bulk bodies such as metals or dielectrics obeys its boundary conditions. Oh, what a load of bollocks. Solid 4.5. Yes. Okay, this next beer smells like frazzles, tastes like mushrooms. Never fight a bat with a power from Overtone. It's a weird wee pale ale, that's for sure. Liked it. Wasn't the best. 3.75 are Untapped. Aye. So I eventually made it into town the last Sunday of the month. Went from 3 cancelled trains in a row with trains with 2 carriages that were absolutely fucking stout to the gunnels, like some kind of Japanese bullet train, to Sunday, 5 carriages, and I was the only person on one of the carriages. I'll harken you back to what I said about ScotRail a wee minute ago. Wankers. Actually, I called them cunts, but don't tell my mum I said that word. And it leads me neatly on, quote of the day, shite bag if you dinna, from my pal Dean on Instagram there. So if you follow me on Untapped, well, you know I had 899 unique beers, and my wee story, I said, it'd be a shame if somebody went into town and had beer 900. And he said, shite bag if you didn't. So, beer 900 and Untapped. It was a Brewdog double IPA, Modern Mutiny. Drier than my second girlfriend's Love Cave, but tastes less like a leaky battery. So an all-round winner. And then I went off to annoy Billy Kirkwood at the Beehive. It was dead good. 4.25 on Untapped. And that, my glorious and beautiful friends, is August 2023 in a beery nutshell. Fucking beery nutshell. What the fuck am I on about? Oh, Christ almighty. I'm so sorry, everybody. Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. I really hope that you enjoyed the Overtone special I put out in the middle of June. No, middle of August here, yeah. I don't know what the hell month it is. It's nearly September. It's been an up and downy month of August for myself. The last week there in August, I kind of had a bit of a hard time. I'm the first one to take the piss out of people going, oh, my favourite celebrity died, I can't go on. But it's horses for courses, isn't it? And I'm afraid it was a couple of, 3 stabs to the heart in that last week of August there. So we had the passing of hardcore wrestling legend Terry Funk at the ripe old age of 79. Had a good old life. And literally the day later, we had the untimely passing of Wyndham Rotunda, more commonly known as Bray Wyatt, in his absolutely stunning run in WWE. Creative mind of a generation. He was only 36 years old, which kind of brings that home to you. He was off for a long time. I apologise for going on about this, fellas, but you know, it's an important story, and I think we should all take something away from it. He was off for a while with an undisclosed illness, and it was recently revealed, as it were, that he was suffering quite badly with COVID, which sort of gave him a flare-up of an existing heart condition. He was getting better. He'd been cleared to return to the ring about 2 weeks ago, I believe, so middle of August, and unfortunately he had a heart attack and died, which it really resonated with myself because I was also 36 when I had my heart attack, and you know, Wyndham was way more fit than I could ever have even imagined to be, and it really hit home. It did. I'm ashamed to say I had a little bit of a cry that morning, and I felt really bad for feeling lucky that I'm still here. But I think it's proof positive that this could happen to anybody at any time. And I'm going to pop a link in the show notes to both Chest Heart and Stroke Scotland and the British Heart Foundation. And if you want to or are able to, I would really encourage you to make a donation. I thoroughly believe I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the efforts of these two charities. But anyway, I'll round things off on a bit of a happy note. We had AEW's All-In event at the weekend, and by all accounts it looked absolutely fucking amazing, and I wish I could have been there. I had some friends that were there, and I've seen videos of Jericho's entrance where he sang Judas live with the band for the first time ever, getting goosebumps from that. It was really cool. Anyway, I want to say big thanks to my pal Mikey again for the support of the podcast, and also a wee postman by the name of Dean, who listens to me on his rounds and leaves sexy messages in my DMs. And I talked about heading into Edinburgh for the Festival Fringe. I normally avoid Edinburgh in August, like wee Nippy avoids the truth. But I went to see Billy Kirkwood. He makes me laugh. He was a host of the Pro Beard Moustache competition for the last couple of years, and dropped the C-bomb after about 3 seconds on the stage. That was sold. Again, I'll leave a wee link to his website in the show notes. Go and check him out. He's a good lad. I also gave him a wrestling belt that I made out cardboard and paper. It was the Bra Beard and Moustache Company championship belt. I'd made it ages ago. I tried to give it to Jack Jester and he just gave me a fucking look and walked off. So I thought, I know who's going to like this. Big Billy. He was loving it. He was loving it. And incidentally, on the way down to the the Cowgate, because we were going to Brewdog, went down Blair Street, and I thought, fucking hell, queue for the sauna's halfway up the road. But it turns out there was a show on next door, so that was there. Anyway, back to the topic. The other shows I went to see were James and Matt Chew the Fat with James Beattie and Matt Adlington. Again, link in the show notes. And also Frizz Frizzle. Right in the feels, man. What a show he gave. Hypofixation, it was called. It was about his journey through diagnosis with autism and then type 2 diabetes and some of his mental health struggles. And it was another show, fantastic from start to finish. I'm not a fan of parody songs per se, but the way his mind works is absolutely outstanding. The Muppet Show parody was my favourite. Check him out, yeah. Again, link in the show notes. And did you like the Overtone special? Let me know. Hope you did. I've got a few more lined up, and also controversially, I'm looking at a zero alcohol beer special at some point in the future with Mikey, because he's a big poof and doesn't drink anymore because he had a sore tummy and had to have a wee sleep in a light. I'm just kidding, mate. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that is enough of my pish for August. I really hope to see you again at the end of September, and take it easy and cheery bye. I don't know why you're still listening. There's nothing else apart from the Patreon. Give me your fucking money so I can buy beer and stuff. That's it this time, honestly. There's nothing else. See you next month. Cheery bye.